This is a Borsatec BT-415 CRT monitor. It's something of a hidden gem, and I doubt you'll have seen one before, so why don't we take a look? Greetings nerds and weebs, and welcome to a new series of shorts in between major videos that I'm going to call Blabs. If you like the name, well, you can thank Wyatt for that one. Anyways, if you're wondering what's so special about this little 14-inch monitor, well, let me show you. Beginning with the obvious, it has a lovely white cabinet in great condition that really made figuring out the lighting rig for this video lots of fun. It has an aesthetic that would definitely complement Commodore Amiga or Super Nintendo. And oh look, I just so happen to have one of those right here. If we take the seller's word for it, this monitor is practically brand new, with only about 4 hours of total runtime. It has a 420 TVL dot mask tube, which I think is really plenty given the size, and it has just about every input that a tube nerd like myself could possibly want. We have RGBS for your retro video games in the form of BNC terminals, an S-video jack for YC input, and that yellow one, yeah. Lifting the cover reveals a Samsung branded tube with a model number of M36Q AW351X113. Try saying that 3 times. The single-chip Philips TDA8361 video processor also tells me this is quite a late-era design. If I had to guess, I'd say this was manufactured sometime around 2004 or maybe 2005. This would have been sold as a CCTV monitor back in the day, so there are no integrated speakers, but we do have exposed G2, focus, V-hold, and V-size potentiometers on the rear. Those might deter some people from opening it up for calibration, but I think you know me better than that. Behind the little door on the front with the frighteningly flimsy mechanism, we also have the usual potentiometers for chroma, brightness, and contrast controls. As you might have guessed, this tube doesn't have an OSD, not that you really need one, but enough about this chassis. Let's talk about the picture, because that's where this tube really shines, and I'm being literal here. RGB content in 240p looks magnificently sharp with just the right amount of scanline definition. And allegedly, being almost a brand new tube, this thing is shockingly bright. Almost too bright in fact, without parking the contrast knob at 9 o'clock. Oof. Geometry and convergence are somewhat iffy at the moment, but they're easily fixed. My only real complaint is the somewhat uninspired logo sticker on the front. I think we can do better. Despite being an odd brand that nobody seems to have heard of, the Samsung tube in this little 14-inch monitor is just as nice as you'll find in any Sony PVM or JVC TMH. So, in the sadly unlikely event that you happen upon a Borsatec BT-415 at a same price, I'd recommend picking it up. I'll be keeping mine over here as a new daily driver for the moment. But that's about all I have for you today. I'm still figuring out the upload schedule, but it looks like it's going to be a short video like this one every week, and maybe a bigger one every couple of weeks. That's what she said. Anyway, recently I've been playing with DSPs and some cheap low-latency digital wireless audio boards, so expect those to make an appearance soon. Followed by some shenanigans involving cheap projectors sourced on Amazon. As always, please do hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed the video. It appeases our algorithmic overlords after all. And maybe consider subscribing or letting me know what you'd like to see next down in the comments. You can also support my future work via Patreon if you are so inclined, and I invite you to visit our free Labs Discord server. Links to both down below. But until next time, my fellow nerds and weebs, live long and eru psi kongru.